Welcome back to Finding Freedom Farm. Today is a glorious day on the farm, as it usually is, and I'm grateful to bring to you this episode. I've been thinking about this a lot, and I'll dive a little bit deeper into it during this episode. However, it looks like I've got some fencing challenges. Let me show you what I'm dealing with here. This cow, just a little bit ago, was behind the fence over there. Not sure how she got out. It's kind of funny how things go sometimes. Yesterday we were out and about. We went over to this park, had a beautiful river and such, and probably about 10 minutes after we got there, our neighbor called, and so I was excited to take his call. He told me that our bull was out. We were 30 minutes away, you know, so do I turn around, come and get the bull? That would have been tough. They haven't seen each other for a while, so I've had them in different pastures, and they're just getting reacquainted. Luckily, I've got a great neighbor, like really awesome neighbor. In fact, that's one of the principles to freedom on a farm, is having great neighbors. So establish yourself, you know, be kind to everybody. I mean, that should be a given, right? Like, you should always be kind to your neighbors, always be kind to others, but especially be kind to your neighbors because they can help you out and serve you really well. So my neighbor, they came over here on their side-by-side and got the bull from the street back into our pasture. Anyway, he is back here, you see him back there, with the ladies we don't want him to be with. So one of the efforts today that I've already done is put up an electric fence. I don't know for a fact, but this right here, the fact that the bottom hinge is gone, may be how the cow got out. So the electric fence I set up kind of back here in the perimeter. You probably can't see it in the video, but that way once I get the bull and the cows in here that I want to stay in here, then they'll be in here and they won't challenge the electric fence. She might challenge that gate though. I had a couple of doors here. Yes, I still have this one door right here, but I had these doors and they slid along this track. Well, the one, I don't know what you call it, but the one attachment that would attach the door to this track broke. So then this big door right here was just flapping and the cows were destroying it. This door right here on the ground, I'm going to pop this tin off. And over here, I hadn't really used this sliding door, this one right here that decides to cover that up, but when I opened it, I noticed all of this right here is uncovered and exposed. So any animal, not that I'm trying to keep out small animals because that's impossible, but any cow that wanted to go through there, they just hit it and bust it out. So that's one of the projects for today. We'll see how far I get. I saw this game the other day on Amazon. I was looking for the farming game. I don't know if you all have ever played that. It is really, really fun, and my family loves to play it. So I was looking for it to buy it so we could play it. And I saw this other game, and it's called Life on the Farm. I haven't bought it yet, but I started looking at it, and in the description it said, build up your farm so that way you can retire from it. And I was thinking, why would you build up a farm to retire from it? Like, it doesn't make any sense to me. I would build up my farm to enjoy it. That's what I'm doing right now. I enjoy doing this kind of stuff. I don't really have to do it, but I enjoy it. So the question is, why would you do something that you are looking forward to retiring from? And that's a question I have for you today. Are you currently doing something you want to retire from? I mean, if you are, you're probably like a lot of people that want to retire in this world. And so I ask you, why do you want to retire from what you're doing? Is it because you don't like it? Is it because it creates too much stress? Is it because, you know, what is the reason for you to want to retire? Decide that, and decide it fairly quickly, because your life who knows how long it's going to be. After you figure out why you want to retire, you should then ask yourself, what I'm doing going to get me there? Am I going to be able to retire on my current trajectory? And am I going to be able to retire when I want to retire? You're never promised tomorrow. So let's just take a guess that, let's say you're working, let's say you're 50 years old, and your goal is to retire early at 60. So you got 10 more years. Are you doing something right now that will help you retire in 10 years? Or do you think that it's going to be tight for you? It's going to be tough for you? And the most important question I would say is, why are you doing something you want to retire from? That's like saying, I'm going to start this game. I already know I want to quit it, but I'm going to play it anyway. Really? Really? You're going to start a game or doing something that you know you want to quit, and you're going to dedicate years of your life to this thing that you know you're going to want to quit, or that you're not just going to want to quit, that you know that you want to quit. So I guess if you determine that you do want to retire, but you don't know how to do it, that's a different episode altogether. That takes quite a bit of effort to explain. But one thing I will tell you is you need to start exploring it. Because doing something you know you want to quit is not a way to fill your soul with passion. Filling your soul with passion is doing something you feel like there's progress in, that you love doing. You know, I've spoken with engineers before, and they say, you know, even if given the opportunity to retire or to quit or to do something else, despite how much money I would get, I wouldn't do it because I love what I'm doing so much, and I'd be doing it whether I had a job or not, just because I love it so much. That is phenomenal, that you found that thing that you love so much. And I encourage each one of us, me, myself included, to find what it is we love doing that we would be doing whether we're paid for it or not. Like this right here, I wouldn't say that I'm overly passionate about pulling out nails. But what I am passionate about is solving problems and making things better. And that is what this is doing. I'm pulling out these nails. I'm going to be able to reuse this tin over there on the side of the barn and not just throw it away in a landfill. That to me is useful. That I enjoy doing. And that's why I'm doing it. I'm not getting paid for it. That's what I'm doing. Whoa. Also, I enjoy sharing advice with you. You know, if I can learn something in my life and share it with you and make your life easier, that's what I'm passionate about. I'm not going to dump too much information on you, but I want to spur in your minds the question, am I doing something now that I am passionate about, or do I want to retire from it to do something different? If the answer is the latter, please change, do something different, so that way you can feel that passion in your life where you're excited to wake up and you're not saying, oh, Monday morning, another day at the office. Oh my goodness, not a Monday. You know how many Mondays when I was at the office, people would say, oh, can you believe it's Monday again? You know what I learned from Anna Green Gables? Monday is the perfect day because it's the start of a new week. There are no mistakes in it yet. Enjoy the Monday. Don't always look forward to a Friday because it means you don't have to do the thing you don't like. Make every day a day of freedom that you can enjoy. If you have questions about how to do that, leave them in the comments. I'll answer. I'll make future videos about how to obtain this kind of freedom so you can do what you want to do. This right here might not be your idea of freedom. I get that. Your idea of freedom might not be my idea of freedom. I get that too. But the principles will remain the same. So I encourage you, if you're doing something you want to retire from, figure out why you want to retire from it, and find something you don't want to retire from. Find something you don't want to be over. Life is so short. Why focus and do something and spend so much of your effort when you want it to be over? I've gotten most of the tin off, as you can see, and I've piled some up over there, and the cow's already really curious about it. So I'm going to get busy working on that. I need to get some screws because the wall here is pretty much destroyed. And so I could either rebuild the whole thing, or I could put a board across here that we can tack the tin on it. It'll be strong. If the cows push up against it, it'll hold them. I think that's what I'm going to do. And then I also need to get the gate fixed. I've got quite a bit of tin up. Wish me luck. Already got 2 followers. I just need to get the bull now. Here they are. They're really eager with what I have in this bucket. They don't even know what it is. I'm going to take care of these. Put these over here. Hopefully they'll stay over there. Okay, let me get the bull. Hopefully he's feeling nice and kind and tame today. We'll find out. Come on through, Leroy. Nope. We got him. We got the bull. We got CC. And they're coming. Let's see if I can just walk this next little bit with them. Oh, we're losing CC. Okay, mission a success. We've got the gate thing figured out. We've got the fence figured out. We got the shed figured out. Woo! That was a good day. Let me show you what I did with this hinge over here. Basically just kind of wrapped it around this post here, and then I put some barbed wire around this one. So it's not like perfect, but they're not going to be able to break it loose, and that's the key. That is the key. Thank you for joining with me on this adventure today. We've got the cows separated back, the bull in the right spot, the fence is fixed. Now it's time for some lunch. Thank you again. Keep following with us. We've got more adventures ahead. And oh, let me show you one last thing. We're like in the middle of winter. Feels amazing out here. Check these out. I don't know if you can see it, but if you look close enough, you can see the bees are waking up. See them flying around? I love it. It's almost feeling like springtime, even though we're in the middle of winter. I love seeing the bees out and about, doing their thing. I love working with these cows as long as they're kind to me, which most of the time they are. Look for freedom in your life. Remember, in this episode we talked about, are you doing something now that you want to retire from? If so, why are you doing it? And switch as soon as you can to something you don't want to retire from, something you just want to do. Until next time, leave your comments about what you think about this. Talk to you later. Follow, like, subscribe. Please share with your friends. That would really help me out. Bye.